The Knights football team has a home game tomorrow against in-state rivals USF.
George O'Leary announced he's stepping down as interim athletic director.
With only 6 games left in the regular season, Orlando City Soccer takes on Sporting Kansas City. Tonight was the first night of the NCAA Women's Soccer Tournament, and UCF hosted William and Mary.
The last time the Knights played ECU was in the AAC Championship last year. Today was the press conference introducing the new football head coach, Scott Frost, to the university. Here in Sanford, outside the Orlando City practice field, where we are able to catch the tail end of practice and speak to some of the players. Just this morning, UCF announced that they hired Scott Frost to be the new head football coach.
Week 9 of the high school football season, and some teams are preparing for the playoffs, and Haggerty's one of them. Scott Frost made it clear he wants fast players. He wants a fast-paced offense so plays like this don't happen as often, where players get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. To make his players fast, he's going to run practice differently. He has plans to run his football team in a similar way to how it's run at Oregon.
We're not going to condition. Our conditioning is going to be our practice. It's going to take a while to get there, but our guys are going to practice fast. We're not going to practice long, but when guys are on the practice field, we're going to go. And they're going to love it. It's fun. We're going to have music playing. They're not going to be getting yelled at or screamed at. They're just going to be getting coached going fast.
He wants more talent from Florida to run out of the tunnel, so he plans to recruit a lot in Florida. He saw something special here at UCF back in 1997 when he played against them as a student at Nebraska.
We can do that here. That talent was mostly homegrown right here in Florida and Central Florida. That's the type of team that we need to field.
He was offered multiple coaching jobs, but he chose UCF to recruit top-notch players.
I didn't want to leave Oregon for a place where I couldn't get the same type of players that we've had at Oregon that have made us successful. We're fast, we play fast, we have fast guys. Those guys are right here to be had.
Week 9 of the high school football season, and some teams are preparing for the playoffs, and Haggerty's one of them. They hosted Lake Howell tonight for homecoming. Head coach Phil Ziegler and the Huskies already in the lead, 14-0 in the first. Gabriel Diaz takes the direct snap and races upfield for a 24-yard run just shy of the end zone. That play helped set up this push for 6 by Marius Johnson. A few plays into Lake Howell's drive, Cody Veal throws an interception. Huskies get the ball on the Silverhawks 35. Then Tristan Tucker finds Curtis Duran downfield. He bobbles it over the defender's head, but brings the ball in for a touchdown. The extra point is good, and the final score, 49-15 Haggerty. With a win for Haggerty tonight, that sets up a huge game next week against Edgewater for the district title. I'm Lindsey Gerzina for Football Friday Night on 9. With only 6 games left in the regular season, Orlando City Soccer takes on Sporting Kansas City. Now, Orlando's not just home to the Lions, but also to Longwood native Graham Zuzi and previous Orlando City Soccer player Dom Dwyer. MLS playoffs are not far away, and Orlando City is 3 points behind Montreal in the Eastern Conference standings. They have a chance of making it to the playoffs, but will probably have to win the rest of their games. With urgency to win, it's not comforting to have Kaká and Serin sidelined. Both of them suffered injuries while playing for their national teams over the weekend. There is some hope for the Lions, though. Breck Shea may make an appearance against Kansas City tonight. He has been out for the last 2 months with a sports hernia. Reporting from the Citrus Bowl, Lindsey Gerzina, Channel 9 Sports. Lions start off strong. 3rd minute of the game, off a free kick, Adrian Vinter heads it home. Turns out it was the quickest goal in club history. In the 59th minute, Sporting KC scores. Christian Namath got the lone goal for his team. Breck Shea entered the game in the 61st minute to a roaring crowd. He was out for 2 months with an injury. 5 minutes later, Shea breaks for the goal, passes to Brian Rochez, and he scores the Lions' 2nd goal. 3rd and final goal comes in the 72nd minute, again from Adrian Vinter, and Lewis Neal gets the assist. Final score, Orlando City beats Sporting Kansas City 3-1.